Okay, well now let's add a little bit of dirt here to this. Not a lot, just a little bit. I don't want it to look like it's been through the mud or anything, just a bit of dirt in the nooks and crannies. So what let's do first is we need to create a mask. We need to create a black mask here. I'll just right click and choose add black mask here. Then what let's do is right click on this black mask and we want to add a generator to that mask. So let's click here and now we can choose what kind of generator we want. If I click here, you can see a few different kinds. We've got dripping rust here. We've got metal edge. But I think what I want is this dirt generator right here. We can adjust the amount of dirt that it's giving us, but I think this is what we want to add a little bit in the crevices and edges here. So let's click that. And there we go. So now you can see it's adding the dirt in the edges, and we can adjust that. But what it's done is it's done it a little bit backwards from what I want. I want the tan color to be the main one here. So let's just come over here and click invert right here. So we turn that on, and now that inverts it so that the dirt is in the edges here. Let's go ahead and reduce the dirt level just a bit. Maybe something like this. And we could increase the dirt contrast a bit if we wanted. But what we really need to do is give that dirt some color. Currently, it's just a white that's showing through there. So what let's do is let's create a new fill layer right here. Let's just click here and drag this over to here. I'm going to drop it right on that dirt layer there. And then let's give it a color here in the base color. I'm going to click here just to open up those images again. And I've got, here we go. This image here has got some dirt on it. So what I want to do is click on the color swatch, click and hold on the eyedropper. And I'm just going to come down here and find, I don't know, color about like this. Yeah, there we go. Now we've got a color to the dirt and we can adjust the value of it. We can adjust the amount of dirt here in the dirt layer. So we could maybe come down here. We could say bring up the grunge amount. Let's see what happens there. Yeah, so we add a little bit of dirt there. We could then maybe bring it down a bit in the dirt level. So maybe like this. We could increase the contrast again. So you can just go through and kind of play with the settings here to get the look that you're after. I think this isn't too bad, although maybe I've taken the grunge amount up just a little bit too much. Let me bring that down a bit. Something like this. And then maybe take that dirt level up just a little bit like that. Yeah, so, and we can adjust this as we go. But generally speaking, that's kind of what I'm looking for. Now, over here, we can't really see it very well because the light in the scene is pointing at the other side. So what we can do is we can press the Shift button and then right-click and drag. And we can change the lighting here in the scene. So we can kind of rotate the light around so we can see the other side. Okay, well, let's add another material. How about the grill up here on the front? Let's do that. I'll press Shift and right-click and move the light around here. And then let me close up that group so it's all in there. Let's create a new group. I'll click here, and we'll just call this grill. There we go. Now we need to go find a material for this. I think what I'll do is go over to Substance Source. And let's go to the search field and just type in grill and see what we have here. Oh, we got some good ones here. How about, well, let's take a look at a reference image to see what we should do with this. We've got plenty of different choices. We could maybe try this. That's kind of nice. Let's go see what we have in the reference images. If I open this up here, let's take a look at this. Oh yeah, this one's more of a triangular kind of thing. Let's, yeah, look at that. So let's see if we can find something like this. Well, that looks pretty good there. This looks more of a black grill. We could do either stainless steel or metal grill. Let's do this. It looks like I've downloaded this before, but let's go ahead and do it again just in case. So these are the different options we have. Yeah, I think this will work. Let's do this. I'll click download, and we should have it now here, right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and drag this into our grill group here. And it, of course, covers the entire vehicle. We don't want that. Let's select the group, and let's isolate it to that color ID that we chose for the grill. I'll right-click, choose Add Mask with Color Selection. Let's click Pick a Color. Click there, and there we go. So I think we're going to need to do some work on this to get it the right size. It looks way too big here. Let's select that material in the group in that folder. And in the Properties tab, let's work on the scale first. Let's try and bring this down. Well, I should say take the scale up, which reduces the size quite a bit. Let's try this. Maybe I'll just type in 65. Let's try that. Now, it's going the wrong way, right? If we go back to here, it looks like it's more horizontal. So let's change the rotation here. We can click and drag here and turn it. But let's just type in 90 degrees. There we go. Okay, that's good. It looks like it's a little too big still. Let's maybe type in 70. Let's do that. Now, let's see if we can work with the color here. If I scroll down, what happens if I increase the roughness here? Does that do any good? No, it really kind of goes the opposite way that I want. What about if we scroll up to here? Here we go. This parameters, the preset. Let's see what we have in here. If we pull that down, oh, here we go. We've got a black painted grill, silver painted, chromed. Let's try the black painted. Let's try that. Oh, yeah, that's looking a little bit better. That's about what we have, isn't it? Yeah, we could increase the roughness here and see what we get with this. Let's do that. Let's try this. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, let's go with that. I like that. All right. What else can we do here? What about, well, how about the lights on top, at least the black plastic parts? Let's take a look at those. What kind of material can we find for that? Let's go back out to Substance Source, and let's type in plastic. So we've got grain plastic, plastic weave. We've got quite a lot of choices here. What about plastic sand grain thin or medium? I kind of like the thin. Let's take a look at this. If we scroll through these, yeah, I think that might be a good choice. Let's try this. I'm going to click download. There it is, right here. I'll go back to Substance Painter. Now that we have it here, let's go ahead and create a group. Let's click here to create a folder. We'll call this plastic lights. There we go. And then I'll take this and drag it into that folder. It's going to apply it to everything. Oh, and look at the height. Look at the displacement that it brought in. I'm not a fan of that. So maybe we could turn off the normal map. Let's try that. Yeah, that cleans it up quite a bit. All right, so now that we've got that, let's isolate it to those lights. Let's select the group and right-click, choose Add Mask with Color Selection. We'll choose Pick Color, and let's select one of the lights right here. There we go. What do you think? Yeah, that's not bad. I'd kind of like them to be a little bit shinier. Let me press Shift and right-click here. Yeah, I'd kind of like them to be a little bit shinier. Let's select that material, come down here into the properties, and let's scroll down to the roughness here, and I'm just going to bring that back some like this. Reduce the roughness just a little bit so we get a little bit more of a shine on it. Now that may be too much. Let's see. Well, that's not bad. Maybe I'll bring it back up just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, those look pretty good, I think. So that is our process. We're going to just create groups that will allow us to isolate the material to a particular color on the color ID map. And then we can go through and make specific adjustments to the materials as we go. So in the next video, we'll continue adding the materials.